Hello everyone, Jolene here from Bookworm Adventure Girl. Welcome to another Tag Tuesday. Today I am doing a tag that has been around for a little bit. It is the BookTube Numbers Tag, and this was created by the king of original tags, Jim, from Jim's Books, Reading, and Stuff. Jim decided to go to numbers after creating all of the amazing alphabet tags that he did, and I was tagged by the lovely and incredible Shelly. I will leave links to both of their channels and their videos in the description box below, so be sure to check those out. I love both of them. They have great channels. So as the title suggests, this tag focuses on numbers. So let's start with number one. What was your first BookTube video? So I had to go back and see because I actually couldn't remember. And I did a video that I called I Love Books. And in that video I introduced myself and I gave 4 book recommendations. I will leave a link to it below. Please be kind. I haven't rewatched it. I don't like watching myself, but I remember that I was super nervous and it took me a lot longer to film that video than I had anticipated. Number 2, how many books are you currently reading? So surprisingly, I am currently reading only 2 books. That's a pretty low number for me. I am finishing up Lonesome Dove, which I am reading as a buddy read with Ollie from Criminali, who has already finished it, and I'm about 65% of the way through. Great Expectations is the other book that I'm reading, and I'm reading that as part of a read-along with art from Bookshelf Odyssey. Number 3, what were the top 3 books that you read last year? So my number 3 was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Loved that book. Number 2 was This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger. And my number 1 book last year was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I will leave a link so that you can see my top 10 books of last year if you want to check that out. They were all fantastic books. Number 4, how many books did you read last year? So I read 174 books in 2021. That is the most books I have ever read in 1 year. It was absolutely crazy. I will leave a link to the video where I go through all 174 of them. Number 5, how many books have you rated as 5 stars this year? I have rated 6 books 5 stars so far. Unfortunately, I can't talk about all of them because one of them is from the BookTube Prize. So I won't be able to talk about it until we see what moves to the next round, and which will be soon. So I can tell you that I gave 5 stars to The Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith, Scarborough by Catherine Hernandez, The Maid by Nita Prose, The Betrayal of Anne Frank by Rosemary Sullivan, and The Happy Ever After Playlist by Abby Jimenez. So those are my 5 stars. Number 6, do you have a reading target for this year? And are you on track? So I put on my Goodreads goal for this year 85, which is really just an arbitrary number so that I know that I would probably most likely read that. I just like having a number in there so that I can keep track. And one that doesn't let me slack too much, but one that doesn't put a lot of pressure on me either, if that makes sense. And then on Goodreads it says that I have read 32 books so far, and I think that I haven't actually updated a couple of books, so there should probably be about 34, I think. So I would say I'm on track. I'm doing okay. Number 7, how many pages long is the book you are reading now? So as I said, I'm reading 2 books, and the edition of Lonesome Dove that I'm reading comes in at 858 pages. And the edition of Great Expectations that I'm reading comes in at 582 pages. Number 8, how long are your videos? So I had to look back at my last 10-ish videos, and they range from 9 to 30 minutes. I try to keep my videos 10 to 20 minutes. Number 9, do you have a favorite number? Yes, my favorite number is 3. I've just always liked the look and feel of the number. I don't know what that means. Number 10, last question. Do you have a book on your shelves with a number in the title or on the cover? So yes, I do. I have several, but this one was the closest to me when I sat down to film, so I just grabbed it. And it is 142 Ostriches by April Davila. I haven't read it. It's been on my shelf for a little while now. If you have read it, please let me know in the comments what you think of it. Do I need to read this sooner rather than later? Love to know. And that is all for the questions. Thanks again to Jim for creating this tag, and to Shelly for tagging me. I appreciate it very much. I am going to tag a few people that I don't think have done this. I am going to tag Art from Bookshelf Odyssey, who I mentioned earlier. And I'm also going to tag a couple of newer channels. Amber from Cuprious Callings. Amber's a newer channel, and I'm just kind of getting to know her a bit. Another newer booktuber is Chatty the Mad Chatter, which is such a clever name for a channel. And I will maybe do one more. Let's do another newbie here. Okay, so maybe Low from Literally Low. If you are up to doing this tag, I would love to hear your answers. Thanks again to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to make every day an adventure.